Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channels. I am working on the sketch for the scrap room, the flavors of the month, and here is the lovely sketch that we are using, and it's just the jump ups. They're calling it the Jumpstart Sketch Challenge, as we always do, and I typically do the Freaky Fast Friday sketch challenge and then the sketch challenge. So for this month, I am using a new company that is new to the Scrap Room, which is uniquely creative, and it's the Indigo Bloom. So when I went to go look at my photos, what brought out is the dark blues that are in this that are in this collection. And what I am using here is the two photos from my daughter's 5th grade graduation in the elementary side of Bel Air K8. We are we're both still Bel Air Elementary now, and Bel Air Middle are both red, white, and blue. And so I was like, ooh, I could play off of those colors, and her jacket and all of that would fit with this. So in the sketch, as you can see, there's a bunch of circles and stuff. I played off of this paper that I got from this collection that had all these squares. I was like, ooh, this would be perfect for all of the squares that I have going on in this collection. So I just switched it up. And that's the thing that I really, really love about sketches is that you can just play off of it. Now, I did not actually tear any of the pages on this one because I used the corner pieces that you see on the sketch. I found this border with all the flowers. I was like, ooh, that fits that section for me. And then I left like the middle of it for my photos and all of these squares to match like the circle-ish on the backside. So that's the one thing I like about sketches is you literally pull things that you want off of it, or you mimic certain papers to look like what you want with the sketch. And that's exactly what I did here. I wanted to use these squares that this one page had. Yes, there is a bunch of hexagons with this one too, and I could have went with the hexagon photos or like the papers as well. And then on the back side of these actually had more hexagons as well. And I was like, I want to stick with the squares. I contemplating completely changing up this whole layout, and I'm like, nope, I'm going to keep going with what I have. So that's that. Make sure that you go check out all of the fun stuff over at the Scrap Room. Everything will be linked down below for the Scrap Room. If you are at either one of our channels, obviously I have a channel myself, and then the Scrap Room has a channel. So if you're coming from mine, welcome. If you're coming from the Scrap Room, welcome. I have the luxury to be able to do one voiceover for two YouTube channels, and it's amazing. It's a blessing. I really love working for this company. It's it works well. I love it. There's so much fun, ladies, so much creativity going on with all these flavors of the month. And I'll be honest, I love doing the flavors. When I first got the kits, I was a little worried. I just ended up getting, kind of want to give you guys a backstory a little bit about how I got part of the Scrap Room and where I am today with it. So when I first got it, I just got the flavors of the month. I was like, let's try this out and see what works, right? That's the best way to do it. I was a little worried myself because I'm a heavy embellisher. I was like, I need to upgrade my subscription to the embellishment kit. So for the longest time, I actually did just the flavors of the month and the embellishment kits. And it works. For me, I can get 1 to 2 layouts because I'm a heavy embellisher and a heavy paper person. I do, since I'm part of the design team, I do get the extra pattern paper kit, and that works out really well for me to be able to get extra layouts done with this outside of what I need to do for my design team requirements. So that works out in the end for me really well. But when I got the embellishment kit and I'm working with just those two, it actually works for me. I can only get 1 to 2 layouts, but when I say these ladies can get more layouts out of these kits, they definitely can. I've seen two-page spreads, which means that's 4 layouts with 1 collection. So it works. You definitely can do it. I'm just that heavy embellisher, heavy paper type person. So yes, of course, my layouts will be a little bit smaller in the amount of how many I get because of that. So yeah, that's a little bit of that. So these here of my my daughter's 5th grade. These are 5th grade. Yeah, this is her 5th grade graduation ceremony. And I obviously had my ceremony as well the same day because since she was in 5th grade and I was teaching 4th at the time, so she had her graduation day the same time I did. So hence the reason why I'm dressed up. I don't dress up unless I have to, and I definitely don't wear a dress unless I have to. But I definitely did all of that. And so I went to her graduation and then obviously I had mine. So it worked out really well. In the end, it was perfect. So here I am. I'm making sure that I am using little bits of everything. Now, when I got the embellishment kits, my little bit of embellishments, I can't speak this morning, sorry. They were all bows. So I'm assuming that with this particular collection, there must be a pack of just bows. Because when I read the embellishment kit of what I was getting, there has to be like a bow ephemera. And so I have a lot of bows. And I was like, how can I work these in to show that it doesn't have to look really, really girly? Even though I know, obviously, my daughter and I are on these photos. And I'm sorry I'm down below. I don't know why I didn't move up. Normally, I'm really good about making sure I'm in camera. So I'm just kind of putting little dots and stuff on these fabric flowers that I got in the... Did I get it in the... Yes, I ended up getting... Yeah, I got 3 creative flowers in the kit. And then I did get some other little... bits and bobs. So my title for this one is going to be called Hello, because that was the only one really there. And then I did have this little sign that did come in, which actually worked out pretty well, which is called Perfect Day. So that worked out too. And so here's where I kind of play with the bows. I'm trying to show that yes, you can use them in a unique style, because we did get a lot of them and they're gorgeous. I like them. You can see them all in the corner. I'm trying to figure out which ones to use. And so I got this little like very dainty looking one, I guess. And it's like you got extra ribbon on it, the way they made the bow. So I was like, ooh, I could kind of spread it, still be able to see Perfect Day for the most part, and then still kind of play it without it looking like what I call a little cray-cray on there. So here I am. I'm just kind of playing around with a little bit more of the embellishments. I wanted to like try to not use up all of the little other ephemeras because I have so much bows and I have a lot of this paper left. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do with all the bows? So it's going to be a challenge for me to try to use up those things, because I'm not if you guys know me long enough, I'm not a foo type scrapbooker. So I'm very more woodsy, very more like outdoorsy type person. A lot of my collections are the neutrals, the boho colors, and I am not much of the cutesy-footsy. So when I saw this collection, that is the reason why I took on the challenge for myself to use this collection, because I was like, I'm going to make this work. So then I'm going to come in with the Distress Spritz from Ranger or Tim Holtz and use it for the antique linen. Still shots are coming up. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.